Wow, we're at the end of 2022, which was very interesting year for me. And so I hope it was a very interesting year for you and a good one. If I do say so myself, Jay-Z, I got this one. Life is good. It has its ups and downs, though those mental and physical, emotional roller coasters can be a bit scary. Life is good, bad, ugly, and pretty. What is a pretty day? A pretty day to me is making it through the day, doing everything that you have to do to take care of yourself and looking out for someone else. What's a ugly day? When you sit your ass around, nothing's moving for you but your lips and you and other people. Shh. What's bad is your mind so cluttered like the show Hoarder. What's good? Is when you good with being a big mess. Don't let your 2023 be like the show Hoarders. Thank you for streaming with your Hood Scholar Muff. I'm your host of the War on Drugs AM podcast. The War on Drugs AM podcast mission is not to change the government. Our mission is to be sure the government don't change without us. War on Drugs AM podcast is your PPF, your past, present, and future hood game 2.0. Ask yourself, what is your life really like? Is it cluttered, messy, filthy, foggy, dirty, nasty, miserable, lonely, stuck, or numb? If that's your life, stick with me as we dive into cleaning your mind like we should clean our house. Every day we clean our kitchen. We should, especially after we cook. We wash and we rinse the dishes. We put the dishes and pots on a rack to dry. Some folks even go the whole nine. They wash, rinse, dry, and store their dishes away. From time to time, some of us might drop and break dishes, but we do. We clean it up and we toss it away. Sometimes there's plastic and old rusty pots that we look at, toss, and throw away. It's okay to do the same with old broken relationships, broken promises, broken behaviors. Just don't be broken to yourself. Keep your mind clean like we would keep our house, or shall I say, we should. Because keeping your mind and your house filled with clutter is the leading cause to depression, self-hate, and anger. Like the show Hoarder. I enjoy the show Hoarder. I watch it as a study guide. Majority of those minds of those folks are stuck in past and old pain and old loss, broken promises, and broken trust, which in due time all wounds can be healed. Mental health, like any other sore or wound, need to take time to heal. You need to let it go and learn how to self-care. Self-care is by taking those thoughts and replacing them with healthy thoughts. Like old scars and wounds does bring bad and angry emotions, but that's why self-care is so important, and it is the best care to care for all wounds. Hood Game 2.0 from your Hood Scholar Muff tip. Like Tupac and Scarface said in the song Smile, there are going to be some stuff that you're going to see that's going to make it hard for you to smile in the future. But through whatever you see, through all the rain and the pain, you're going to keep your sense of humor. You got to be able to smile through all the bullshit. Remember, keep your head up. This is the future that they are talking about. My best recommendation, is if you never had a relationship with God, this is a chance to don't miss his hands. They're not selling like a ship. He's lending his hands right now. Trust me, they more powerful than any man. Don't believe the hype. Believe in God. Let me tell you why. Because once he lend his hand, take it. He just might be too busy to lend them again. You will never have a friend like God and his son Jesus. Don't allow clutter to block your blessings. Learn the abbreviations of the Bible, basic instructions before leaving earth. Having a cluttered life or going into 2023 without God as your protector, it's not going to be good. Drugs, sex relationships, your parents, your children, your job, nor your money will matter. What will matter is your mental health and your relationship with God. Thank you for streaming the War on Drugs AM podcast, December 31st, 2022. I'm your Hood Scholar Muff. Subscribe, share, and tell your peoples about the War on Drugs AM podcast, whereas we bring you your PPF, your past, present, and future Hood Game 2.0. Until next time, let go and let God. Be safe and be kind, and happy 2023.
Kim, what are you doing? Well, I was trying to memorize the answers to my test, but SpongeBob keeps popping up in my head.